Tonight on the randomizer, we have an incredibly fun show planned. You might know him by one of his many aliases, Scoob, Most Crucified, Sexual Jumanji. You've seen him over on the Trill Withers show. And now his new MMA show also launching on the Underdog Network. We'll hear about that tonight, but not before Scoob battles the wheel. You guys have sent in crazy prompts. We've put them together on the wheel, and all 18 rounds of this not normal best ball draft will be dictated by these sick prompts. Let's do it.
Wow, Underdog Fantasy with the randomizer draft.
You piece of shit.
Wilson!
It's glowing heart.
I like big bulls, so I cannot lie.
Bring one of your dogs.
Against Carolina in week 10.
Scoob, welcome to the randomizer. The first time we've ever met, the first time we've done a show together, and I am very excited to, dare I say, tango with you tonight.
What is up? Thank you for having me. I was honestly, when I got this DM, I was like, whoa. I was a little surprised by it. I was very excited. And then you had to change the time you usually do it. I was already causing problems.
You know, it's all good. It's all good. You know, one of the things I love about this show is like I can do different versions of it. Sometimes I have the guys who come on each year. They're the randomizer all-stars. People get used to them. But I also like interjecting new energy, new people to the mix. And, you know, we're both under the Underdog umbrella and kind of like different sectors. And I feel like the randomizer, perfect chance to bring us together. But for people who aren't familiar with you, and I did some research to get ready for the show, first of all, Googling you is like a very hilarious thing. And there's all kinds of random clippings, but like, where did you come from, Scoob? What's your background? How did you end up on the Trill Withers show with Underdog?
Yeah, that's a very long story. You'd probably have to go back to high school, like 10, 12 years for that. But yeah, basically I've been on Twitter a very long time. I used to be Sexual Jumanji on there until I posted a video of, I think it was Steven Seagal with Johnny Cash dubbed over it. Got my account banned. Not sure why. I think it might have been copyright, but yeah. So I've basically been grinding away Twitter, Twitch. If you know the dicks out for Harambe meme, that was me.
Yeah.
On accident. So yeah, I imagine Googling me is very scary.
Yeah, there's some funny stuff in there. And then, so how did you get synced up with Trill? When did you guys start making content together?
So I had been on his podcast, the Not Here to Argue, a couple times, and then one day I just randomly got a DM from I think it was Josh Norris DM me first, and then it was Rudman DM me, and they were like, "Hey, we got this show we're working on. We're thinking you could push the buttons for it," because I had done a Twitch stream, and Trill doesn't know how to push any of the buttons,
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, no, I can learn to push some more buttons. So now we've been going back and forth for a year and a half now, almost 2 years now.
Dude, yeah. So Bullock, one of my regulars here, saying he's the dicks out for Harambe guy. Yeah, there's a couple, like there's a Vulture article. There's another one out there if you want to search that. The thing is I was going to try to include a prompt, and we do have one Harambe nod prompt, but the photo of you with the gun, I was like, I don't even think you could get away with that in 2023 in the way you did in 2016?
Yeah, whenever that was, I could absolutely not do that today. I would get in a lot of trouble today. I'm surprised I didn't back then.
Yeah. What was that?
It wasn't a real gun, it's an airsoft gun, but no one knows that really.
What was the other funny thing when I was Googling you? There was something where you got into it with an account that like all dogs were good, and you were like, not all dogs were good, and then you got the entire internet coming after you.
Dude, the dog rates account tried to get me run offline. I always forget about that, dude. He was just posting his normal things. I was like, not all dogs are good. I posted some evil dogs back at him. I don't remember what they were. And then they just went off on me. They quote tweeted me to like 1 million people. And I was scared. I had reporters DMing me like, do you want to address your comments? I was like, what are we doing here? It was very, very scary. That was actually the one time I was not happy on the internet. I was like, this sucks. Like, all these people they hate me because of this.
So how did, like, because I would say From what I can tell, and because now there's a genre of Twitter user, and we can forget about the fact that Twitter is kind of a shit show these days. Thanks, Elon. But like, you seem like an OG shit poster in a way that a lot of people now try to do it. Some people aren't good at it, but like you grew up in the flames of the internet of just shit posting every random thought, and it seems like it's got you into some fun spots.
Yeah, I remember one time I posted how I said like Patty Power stole my money from the election, calling the election too early, and the election guy Nate Silver quote tweeted it like these people are pissed off. It was like I was wearing a top hat in my backyard. He thought it was real. I don't know what it is. Something about me. They see me and they're like, no, this guy's legit. This guy, he means this.
This is, I have one more question about that. I did just share the link in the chat, in the Discord. If you guys want to come draft with us, don't worry, this isn't a Best Ball Mania draft. We're not going to, ruin the integrity of the contest. It's a private $3 league. We are going to draft a truly crazy team here. So you can come get this EV. Looks like we have spots for a couple more people here to join us. What is this story? Brady says, when Nate Silver retweeted your Patriot Gambler video, what was that?
Yeah, that's the one. I said I was the Patriot Gamblers and we were coming to Patty Power to get our money back. I said I was leading the Patriot Gamblers.
That is ridiculous. So do you now, like, because there was the era too where like people were getting their accounts banned if you're doing like the impersonation stuff or anything like that, do you get a little nervous, or are you now just like, you know what, screw it, I can spin up a new account if I need to?
No, I'm a little more careful now. I don't like to put my account at risk because I just like having the home base and people knowing where I'm at. And it's always something so stupid. Like it's not worth losing your account over something silly. It's just not.
That's so tell us a little bit about the Trill Wither show. How would you classify your role on the show? Because you guys are all very distinct personalities, but it all comes together in a very cohesive, fun way.
I like to think I'm the straw that stirs the drink. I let the boys cook, and then I press the buttons and try to interject when necessary. I like to let them cook more than me. But yeah, no, we just have a good time every day, It does. Some days we'll just be hitting the news. Other days we're talking about a Twitter thread we remember from 10 years ago that we just happen to remember that day. So there's always something going on in our little space of the internet.
Okay, so I was talking with one of your co-hosts, Coley, when I was in Arizona, and he mentioned something about when you travel, you don't eat. Is that true? I was having a hard time wrapping my head around that story.
Yeah, no, that's true, and it does creep people out. So I don't know what goes on, but I get like really bad anxiety, so I like can't eat, and I'll just like when I went to Kentucky with our camera guy Patty, all I ate for the 2 days was like tiny bag of chips, like this big. It was all I ate, and he was like, "Dude, you got to eat something." I was like, "I just can't. I just can't. I don't think I can." It's like there's something wrong with my brain.
So does that make you not want to travel, being like, hey, I'm gonna have this anxiety and then I'm not gonna eat and then I'm gonna be starving and I'm gonna be miserable? Or you still like traveling?
No, I'm still all right with traveling. I try to control it, like I'll go to places where like there's like marijuana, because if you smoke that, my anxiety sort of gets better, so I can kind of eat, But
yeah.
Other than that, you just gotta deal with it,
Yeah.
At the back of the draft.
Do you get them? See, the combo for me, if I smoke, I'm getting the munchies like crazy, and then I have to eat. So if you're traveling and smoke, I assume, do you get the munchies, or that doesn't come into play for you?
I don't get the munchies. I just eat regular. I'm just like, okay, no, we'll have breakfast today. We'll have dinner today.
There you go. All right. This draft has filled. We are off to the races. Now, this presents a bit of a challenge. I always root to be in the middle slots, Scoob, so we have a little bit more time to do the prompts. Basically, what's going to happen is we'll have plenty of time on one leg to get the prompt, and then I'm going to have to immediately spin and hope our other drafters here, Dorian Sun and Casey Brown, are a little nice. But I say we get off to the races here. Had lots of great prompts come in. We might need some explainers for some of them. Others will be self-explanatory. We're coming out of the gate hot. I didn't even know what a Pilk was. Make and chug a Pilk or draft Sean Clifford. Can you get back?
I will get back.
You got time. All right. So for people who don't know what a Pilk is, I did Google it. I assume you guys know this. Pilk is generally made by combining equal amounts of Pepsi and whole milk. While this combo may sound strange at first, many who have tried it describe it similar in flavor to an ice cream float. I guess that part checks out, the ice cream float. I don't know how I feel about this Pilk stuff, but I'm going to have Scoob explain to me why this is not a punishment, because when someone posted this on Twitter, he seemed to be very excited about this prompt. This is just like a normal, Thursday early evening for Scoob, making a Pilk, pizza milk. My old roommate said it was popular in India for some reason. No more Pilk boys. We got or piss boys. We got the Pilk boys. All right, you're back, Scoob. Just tell me the origin story with Pilk. When did you discover this drink, and when did it become part of your personal brand?
I forget when we discovered it, but it was a stream. Someone's like, Scoob's got to drink Pilk. And we just looked it up. It's very nasty. I'm just going to do it. All right.
Okay, so you do think it's nasty, because when you replied, it made it seem like you might have been excited for this beverage.
I don't really get excited for it. All right, so I'm gonna put in the milk first.
Yeah. See, this is just like me. I did iced coffee on my streams this morning, and I was pouring in my concentrate. It's drink week here on the channel.
And I'm gonna put the Pepsi in.
Oh my God.
And it's just like, it doesn't really separate.
It's kind of like a trailer park iced coffee, Scoob. Yeah. It's kind of what it is. Yeah.
But I'll chug this. It's
I mean, the prompt didn't even say you. Oh no, it did say make and chug a Pilk. You are, holy cow, this guy is an animal, an absolute animal. Oh my goodness. Look, so this was okay. So this is my producer Nick on the show said, Scoob, just to let you know, I saw this prompt and tried to leave it out, but Pete demanded we put you through this. I put it on. I was going through the Twitter replies and I just put it on. I apologize if that was super painful, but you are on the clock. You get to pick whoever you want because you crushed the Pilk. Stephon Diggs, Bijan Robinson, CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Nick Chubb. Any of your guys here?
Give me Bijan, actually.
Bijan, baby. Let's do it.
If all else fails with the rest of these picks, we got one guy now. That's right. Guy.
We could talk about Bijan after this, but because we're on the turn, we need to go pick. All right, someone set this prompt in: emergency room, name 10 doctors on ER or draft Samori Toure. Can you please tell me, do you have some connection with the show ER? Is it one of your faves?
Yes, I just finished my rewatch last week. I've been watching it since April. I don't even know if I can remember 10 people because I've watched 3 HBO shows since then. I'm going to try, though. I can do this.
Okay. And you're in luck because I'm not really going to be able to fact check you on this. So you're going to be good, I think, on this. But let's see it here.
All right. Carrie Weaver, Doug Ross, Dave Malucci. Oh my God, Mark Green, Abby. I can't remember her last name. Do I have to
allow it?
Okay. Luka Kovac. Oh my God. Oh my God. The doctors. Oh, that's 6. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's getting hard.
I got to put Samori Toure in the queue. Keep going.
Oh my God, I'm trying. Okay. 6. Okay. Oh my God, John Carter.
Okay, 7.
Peter Benton.
Oh my God, let's go.
Oh my
We're
God.
Up at 8. Talk it out.
Peter Benton. Okay, I already said Carrie Weaver. I already said Doug Ross. Trying to think people. What's his name? I already said Carter. Oh my God, I am totally blank.
10 is so hard. I'm rooting for you so hard. Can anyone in the chat offer clues up if anyone knows any? I wish I could help on this.
Greg Pratt.
9.
We need one more. And Dr. Cleo. She ends up marrying Dr. Benton. Cleo Benton.
Cleo Benton, dude, I don't even care if you're one off. In my book, you got that. You do not have to take Samori Toure, Nick Chubb, Jalen Waddle, Jonathan Taylor, Chris Olave, Barkley, Pollard, Mahomes.
Give me you know what? Give me Chris Olave.
Let's do it. We got the all NFC South start here, Bijan and Chris Olave. So I got lots of things I need to unpack there. First of all, a rewatch of ER. We are in the golden age of television, the prestige television era. So many good things. I struggle to catch up with all this. How did you find time to rewatch ER as part of your media diet?
Anytime I wasn't doing the Trill Withers show, I had ER playing. I was a little gremlin freak about that.
Yeah.
It was nasty work.
So does the show hold up? I'm trying to, I mean, I know it was, back in the monoculture days, ER was everything to people. Like how does it play in 2023?
I actually thought it held up a lot. It held up a lot. I was like shocked. Like the things they talk about are still relevant today somehow. The characters still behave the way people behave today. It's actually very, very ironic.
Yeah. And now this is my follow-up question. How have you done 3 HBO shows since, and which ones are those?
I watched Band of Brothers.
Oh, you're going deep back in the archives.
Dude, Band of Brothers took me 2 days. I watched that in 2 days. I watched that yesterday, the day before, had the day off yesterday. So I just grinded that out. And then what were the other one?
When you do, are you like multitasking? Are you on your phone, on the internet? Are you like dialed in watching these shows?
I usually have the second monitor, and I'll have stuff for like getting prepped for the MMA show or some other tab going. But I am normally honed in.
Okay,
yeah,
what other
Righteous
shows?
Gemstones. I watched one season of that. Yeah.
Oh, so you're not caught up to the new season yet?
Not caught up yet. I just started that one, but I got a season done, so it counts to me.
It counts. It's a great show. I'm working my way through the new season. I've only watched 3 of the new ones yet, but great show. And what was the other HBO show you tackled?
I'm counting a couple. I watched like 1 episode of several, so that doesn't really count. But
but let's toss out some names. I want to just get the Scoob experience. I want to know what you're consuming over there. It's so eclectic.
6 Feet Under and Rome. I've been watching those. So yeah, getting some history, etc.
See, I think what I struggle with is I definitely have like blind spots in shows that I haven't seen, but then the volume of new shows coming out, and I'm always going to the new shiny thing. Like my wife and I started watching Hijack on Apple TV, the Idris Elba one, and I'm like dialed in. But I mean, there's really good shows I've never seen, but I'm like, oh, Idris Elba and a new prestige show. I should watch this.
Yeah, anytime I want to watch something new, I just remember we did our HBO tier and people ripped us apart for not having seen all these shows from back then. I'm like, I got to catch up. They can't get mad at me then.
I did. Now that you say that, I remember seeing that going on Twitter. People were getting very mad at you for a few different. Was it Sopranos, or what did you leave off that people were upset about?
We left off 6 Feet Under, Oz, Deadwood.
Oh, Deadwood was the one that people got upset about. Brain freeze. This one came from Andrew Mackins. Eat a SpongeBob SquarePants popsicle before your next pick, or draft Robert Tunyon. Do you have any SpongeBob popsicles at your disposal?
I don't have one. What do we do? I got to draft Robert Tunyon then.
I will say this. Do you
have an ice
do you
cream
have any
sandwich.
popsicle? Honestly, go grab the sandwich and we'll see what Mackins says. Mackins, I need you to see here if this sufficiently meets your prompt. An ice cream sandwich, can that serve as a proxy for a SpongeBob SquarePants popsicle? Because I don't know the origin story of the SpongeBob. Man, poor Scoob here. We talked about his media diet, and then I made him drink Pepsi with milk and house an ice cream sandwich. So, Scoob, what's the story between the SpongeBob acts? Is this one of your favorites?
Yeah, so I used to walk to the gas station for a SpongeBob popsicle every day, and then I got robbed doing it once. So I almost got robbed. Didn't get my stuff up, but now they don't sell them anymore. They got rid of the candy eyes. Now they don't sell them.
Oh, that's like the best part.
The stupidest decision you can make. Okay, before my next pick, Jesus Christ.
You got to tear this sandwich up, brother.
I might be stuck with Robert Tunyon. Thanks a lot, Andrew.
I mean, this man is just binging dairy and ER on this show so far. This is what we got going on.
How's that crazy?
How's that sandwich hitting right now?
Very cold.
Because you are completing the prompt, you are going to get to pick whoever you want here at 310. The chat is really liking your start here in the best ball streets. Bijan and Chris Olave, very nice picks here at 310. DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley, Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, Jahmyr Gibbs, Najee Harris, Judy, ETN. Anyone you like?
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley, baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to spin with Calvin Ridley in the queue to give us some extra time here for the prompt. This is what I will say to those of you in the chat. If you guys are on the turn, you guys can take your time. It's appreciated. Everyone else, you guys can keep the pace going. We will do just fine on the other side of the board. All right. Phone a friend. Call one of your co-hosts, Trill or Coley, and describe the player you want, but you can't name the team or the position. If they guess correctly, take whoever. If they are incorrect, you must draft Tim Tebow. Can you get one of these friends on the line?
I will try. Let me see here. Where is the TWS group chat? All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let's try calling. I think this is Coley. Wait, let's try. This is Trill. Let's try calling Trill.
Okay. I DM'd Coley to try to get intel on you for prompts, but he didn't respond to my DM.
Oh, he's not on Twitter anymore.
He's off?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
he's on Threads.
That explains it.
Yo. So I'm on the randomizer show right now. I got a prompt. You got some time? All right. I got to name the player I want without telling you the name or position, and you got to guess it.
Okay.
All right. So he's a local guy. He's a local guy to you.
Local guy.
Been on the team very recently. Very recently joined your team.
Ooh.
Drake London.
Oh, he said it. He said it. Drake London.
Is that who it is?
That was who it was. Oh, nice. There we go.
Nice pull.
Very
nice
good.
pull. Look at this. Do you feel like that guy who won the first?
All right, I'll see you later, dude. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I would say, do you remember the guy who won the first Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And he was that accountant for the IRS, and he called the phone a friend just to say, hey, I don't need your help, but I'm going to win $1 million. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes, I do. That's a legendary guy.
That's what that felt like. It felt like you called up Trill and you guys already had this in the bag. You guys just have kind of a telepathic relationship there.
We got pretty lucky that Drake London was right there, because the ATL was like, that's close by. I can give good hints there.
That was very good. Very good there. So are you because you're a Packers fan here, but you are drafting a very kind of NFC South heavy team. Even Calvin Ridley used to be on the Falcons here. Is this part of your strategy, loading up on all these guys who play in the dome?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here. I did stack Bijan with Drake London. Not sure how that's going to work. Might have to do Desmond Ridder very late if possible. Yeah. But this is working out very funny. I mean, they're going to beat up on each other. They might score 30 points a game beating up on each other.
I love it. What is for people, because around these parts we draft a ton of best ball teams. We're all best ball sickos drafting nonstop. What was Underdog your introduction to best ball? Have you been playing fantasy for a long time? Like, where are you coming from that regard?
Yeah, so I was doing best ball a little bit on some other sites, but it's not
Company
like
man
Underdog
right there.
Yeah, it's not like Underdogs is. Theirs looks like crap compared to Underdog in my opinion. But yeah, no, so I just got the 500 drafts badge.
Nice.
That shocked me. I didn't know I was doing that many of them, but
yeah,
I just fill the time in the day. I just keep the drafts pumping when I got some free time.
What contests have you been enjoying? Do you like getting in these quick ones that close, like the Pomeranian, the puppy? Are you trying to chase this 3 million in Best Ball Mania? What you doing?
I like doing the dailies for baseball. Those are a lot of fun to me. And then I got a weekly winners team. I just did my first one there. All in on the Bengals on the weekly winners format.
Yeah.
But no, I like doing the smaller entry ones just so I can get more exposure to guys.
So yeah, are you now self-identifying as a badge bro now that you know, literally have a badge on Underdog?
I mean, the Bass Bros kind of turned me into a sicko. I've been watching those streams, and then I hop in the dailies myself.
I'm starting to like try to piece together your day of binge watching ER, still watching the Badge Bros, still drafting, still prepping for all your shows. How do you do it, Scoobs?
I don't really know. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow morning to figure that out.
I hope that you don't have to confess the Pilk situation here. Speaking of man of many names, you must take a player who's 100 picks down in ADP. However, Scoob, you can remove 10 slots for every one of your name's aliases you can name. So if you can name 10, you can legitimately name whoever you want. Otherwise, we will have to scroll down in ADP. So can you start with various names you go by here?
Okay, well we got sexual Jumanji, we got Scoob. Does my Twitter count most crucified? I never been called that before. Okay, that counts. My name is Brandon, so that's gotta count. And then my nickname growing up was Zabo, shortening my last name up because no one can pronounce a Polish name. Oh, that's
down to 50. So those are the 5. Okay.
Yeah, I would say that's it. Oh, Sex J. If you shorten sexual Jumanji,
I think we count that. That's 6.
That's it.
Ron says Giver.
Giver.
I don't get the reference, but it seems like it's getting you.
Encourager. That's when Encourager is what was his name? The Denver sports writer said he did like a late night thread because he cheated on his girl or something.
Oh yes, the Benjamin Albright.
Yeah. He said Encourager. It was just one tweet that said Encourager.
All right, we'll count that as 7, but we're gonna have to go 30 spots down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30. So anything after Darren Waller here: Darren Waller, Rashad White, Brandon Cooks, Deshaun Watson, James Conner, Elijah Moore.
Give me Darren Waller.
Yeah, did I get it in time? I didn't get it in time. Ooh. Oh my God. See, Scoob, this is a tough scene because I pride myself on my nimble fingers in these drafts, and I mess it up. But
we got a tight end though, so that we kind of.
And you got a better tight end. You got TJ Hawkinson. So congratulations. Penalty water shot on me because I don't have any Pilk nearby. All right. Superfan. As a self-exclaimed ESPN superfan, name 5 current ESPN shows or draft a player ESPN is obsessed with. 5 current ESPN shows. What are you watching over there?
Oh, man. So they got the Get Up. They got First Take. They got the UFC on ESPN. That's 3.
UFC.
Is 30 for 30 ESPN?
Yeah. There's also some low-hanging fruit, some quintessential ESPN shows.
Oh yeah. Oh, pardon the interruption.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
that's 5.
Yeah. The other one is do you got any other in you? I think you got it though.
Oh man, I honestly don't know.
I think you're good. I think you're good there. The other one I was always thinking of is Around the Horn would have been the
Around the Horn.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's see. Our producer
Sports Center.
Yes, that's Sports Center. NFL, does McAfee count? Yeah, you could get ahead of the curve. College Game Day, NBA Countdown. There you go. I will say though, just going through that exercise, it does seem like ESPN needs to kind of up their creativity with their show names. Like they're all fairly generic, other than like Pardon the Interruption and Around the Horn.
Yeah.
All right, you're about to be on the clock here in the 6th round. Your team so far: Bijan Robinson at running back, Chris Olave, Calvin Ridley, Drake London at wide receiver, and a nice value on TJ Hawkinson that I gifted you, and I apparently owe the chat push-ups for. You get to pick Aaron Jones, Justin Herbert, J.K. Dobbins, Alexander Madison, Kittle, Sanders, Akers, Lawrence, Pitts. Who do you like?
You know what? Give me. This might be a little reacher, but give me Trevor Lawrence. Let's stack him up.
Yeah, look at you out here stacking it up. Are you a big, because this is stuff we debate a lot in the best ball streets, stacking, bringbacks. I'm taking it you're a stacking guy.
I'm a stacking guy. I'm not a week 17 sicko or a week 16 sicko. Just because I always forget, I know about it, but I'm like, I forget by the time I get into the draft to even check, but I love stackings.
It is fun. Well, I mean, I can meet you in between. So I'll tell you when you get a stack like Jacksonville, I can tell you that they play Carolina in week 17. And then you can just kind of put that in your back pocket if later in the draft you want to take a Carolina player, and together we can do this.
Yes, we'll try.
So you are, talk to me about being a self-proclaimed ESPN superfan.
So this is a new thing. So during the last USPN, oh my god, I just mixed them together. The last UFC card, they did a crowd shot, and it was just a guy holding a sign that looked like he just wrote it down. It said UFC/ESPN Superfan. He was just holding it up the whole show. Anytime they showed the crowd, he was holding it up.
And so isn't that your Twitter handle now too?
Yeah, that's my Twitter handle now. That's me. That's just how I am.
Is this it?
Yes, that's the guy right there. Those guys definitely, they work for the company, probably.
I was going to say, this is like big Rob Lowe wearing generic NFL hat energy from these guys. It's like, I can't even buy this. Even the penmanship is too good here.
It's ESPN plus UFC rules. Like, does he mean ESPN, like the UFC on ESPN plus? Or does he mean both of separate entities? Like,
the only thing it's missing is like a fine print with the terms and conditions, like down there as well. I mean, what is going on here?
Like, we were paid for these signs.
Yeah. This guy rules. Yeah, these are definitely plants here. So I completely get what's going on there. Let's spin the wheel here for our next prompt. Pretty nice team though so far, Scoobs.
It is looking good.
Nice team. All right, what do we got here? Pineapple Express. Give us 3 NFL players you would have a That 70s Show roundtable smoke session with, or draft Aaron Rodgers. We know you like the reefer, the ganja, the devil's lettuce. Which NFL players would you like to sit around and chop it up with here?
Okay. This is okay. So Patrick Mahomes, number 1, just because watching quarterback, he seems like he could get a little rowdy.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm gonna go AJ Brown, just because his tweets, he tweets very paranoid. He tweets very he's in those Twitter streets, and then he'll delete them. Would love to see what he cooks up. And then number 3, oh man, I mean, is it? I can't say Aaron Rodgers, can I? I mean,
no, you can. I think you can. I mean, he seems to be enjoying all of the various sundries that are out there these days.
You got to have a heel at the round table. You got to have a guy that no one gets along with.
No, none of your favorite players on the Packers. You kind of want to keep them pure and not going down that path.
Banned from the locker room. You can't smoke. If you come to the round table and think you're going to smoke, no.
Yeah.
No, not on my team.
So we got Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, AJ Brown. If you got that show together, hosted by Scoob, I would definitely tune in for that one.
I feel like AJ Brown and Aaron Rodgers would get in an actual like fight over something.
I could see that happening. Yeah, AJ Brown definitely falls into that, those cryptic wide receiver tweets. Stephon Diggs is another one who'd probably be good in that vein. All right, speaking of the devil, Miles Sanders here does play for Carolina week 17. Damian Pierce, DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery, Rashad White, Deshaun Watson, James Conner, Pacheco, tons of running backs. That's what happens around here. Scoob, who do you want?
Give me Miles Sanders. We're week 17ing in this $3 draft.
I mean, I don't want to lead the witness, but any particular reason why you like this pick here?
Well, I heard they play each other week 17, and I think it's really funny to do a week 17 stack
in a 12-person league.
In a 12-person league.
Okay, K1. Scoob guesses the height of Masherbrum, i.e. K1, within 1,000 feet, this mountain. If correct, pick a player who has a name like a kickboxer's. If incorrect, pick an opponent from a team with a 2022 losing record. This is quite the whirlwind of a prompt. You want to take a stab at how tall this K1 peak is?
I'm going to say 45,000 feet.
Let's see here. 25,659. What was your guess?
45,000.
45,000. I mean, what is Everest? Mount Everest is 29,000. So 15 more thousand feet, Scoob. That would be hella lifted there at that summit. So you are wrong, but it was a decent guess. I mean, in Colorado, there's lots of the 14ers, 25K, 29K. If incorrect, you need to pick an opponent from a team with a 2022 losing record. So let's pick out a team here who had a losing record last year and see who you would like to take. The Chiefs don't qualify. The Cardinals certainly qualify. The Bucks had a losing record, right? And snuck into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Not Philadelphia, not the Dolphins. Denver certainly had a losing record. Anyone jumping out to you here?
Yeah, you know, give me Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton, let's do it. Yes, the Nathaniel Hackett-led Broncos were a disaster last year. And that prompt came from our friend Matthew Wood, who apparently, I'm just learning, it's his birthday today.
Nice.
Shout out, Matthew. If you don't mind me asking, Scoob, how old are you?
I am 28, I think.
Holy cow.
Pretty sure.
Makes me feel old. Makes me feel old. I'm 36. We got 28. Look at you. And so you're telling me you've lived this much of your life already on the internet and you're still only 28 years old?
I feel like at least 50. At least.
In internet years?
I feel older than my dad for sure. I go through medical issues that my dad doesn't go through. I'm half his age, you know, so I'm an old man.
Hey, you're an old soul with young sensibilities. I did want to hear a little bit about your new UFC show that you're doing for Underdog. Tell the people about this. Obviously, you're a hardcore UFC fan, and now you guys are going to be putting together a cool podcast and show.
Yeah. So me and Matt, the Steamroller Frivola, starting our MMA show 2 to Tango tomorrow. We're going to have Chelsea Chandler, our first guest. She's known for turning her back and completely running away in her fight over the weekend. It was a very shocking moment, but we'll be asking her why she did that, what exactly happened there. But yeah, we're just gonna be breaking down the fight cards. Matt's got a very unique view because he fights for the UFC. He's a ranked fighter. He corners fighters. He knows a bunch of fighters. So it's going to be, I'm really excited. It's going to be a really good time. He's been texting me every day, very excited for it, you know, so.
I love it. I just dropped the link in the YouTube. I got subscribed earlier today. Make sure you guys get subscribed to 2 to Tango with Steam and Scoob. And you said tonight you gotta get in the lab doing some prep work, right?
Yeah, so we got a TWS tonight, and then I could do a little prep, and then we got the show tomorrow. Got a doctor appointment tomorrow, so I gotta check my heart. They gotta make sure I'm good enough for multiple podcasts, you know?
That's right. That's what people have to check for too. You know, you got to be preventative, you're proactive, not reactive. Once you do all these podcasts, you know, the medical risks start to get ramped up.
Podcaster's lungs, someone talked about.
The podcaster's lung. All right. I feel awful making you eat again here this many times in the show. Scooby Snacks. Scoob must grab a snack from his kitchen, but you can't show me what it is. And you can give me some hints on what the item is. If I get it correct, we draft that player. All right. I'll let you go get a mystery snack for us here.
If I already grabbed it, I put it behind me already because I saw this prompt. Is that fine?
Yeah. I won't look. I'll look to the side so I don't see this. I am not cheating. It's a mystery snack. I only know a few things. I know that.
Should I show the chat right now?
Sure. Yeah. How about that? I won't look and you show the chat.
Okay. All right. I'm showing the chat right now. All right. I think we're all good now. It's off the screen now.
All right. So the only clues I know now is that you have milk, you have Pepsi, and you have ice cream sandwiches in your house. Give me a clue here for this snack.
Let's see. Got a bit of a design to it. An unexpected design. I don't know, like Pringles cans are kind of unexpected. I would say Pringle, you're on the right track. You're on the right track with this.
Okay. What are could they? Do you know what is it? Is it a chip that has a unique design?
It is a chip. It is a chip that has a unique design.
So if I think of the weirdest chip to me, like the shape, it's bugle chips.
It's not a bugle chip. It's not a bugle
Okay.
chip. It's got some rhythm. It's got some soul to it.
It's got some soul. It got some jazz.
It's got some beats. It's got some.
Is this a recognizable, like I could go into a grocery store and get this, or is this some random ass thing?
No, I think once I reveal it, you'll know.
Shit, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this. You do have to draft a Cleveland Brown because I'm not gonna get it. David Njoku, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Njoku. I will take Njoku.
All right. Reveal this to me. I feel bad that I couldn't get it.
Rap Snacks, Master P. Barbecue. I could not give a hint for this, I realized.
There's no way I was ever getting that. Holy cow.
I was like, when you asked if this is something you could walk into the store and get, I was like, I don't know about that actually.
Where did you get this?
My store down the block. My store.
Now, did you buy this because of the prompt, or is this just something you would have bought regardless?
No, I
All right. So, Scoob, this is a prompt we've been doing on all of the shows. We're doing a slight remix on it because the chat has decided I've gotten too good at this. It's called Great Day to Be Late, slight remix. I'm putting Richard Rodgers in the queue. I'm going to put my cursor on the exit button of his browser. When there's 1 second left on the clock, you tell me who you want to draft. I'm going to try to quickly move my cursor in time to select it. If Pete can click in time, congrats. If not, you have Richard Rodgers. Have you seen us do this prompt when you watch the show?
I think so. I think I saw last week.
Okay. Because I showed the chat kind of my trick, which is like, let's just say you said Evan Ingram. Mm-hmm. I would star and then go like that and shift him to the top. But because I was kind of here, I've been getting it at a pretty good hit rate. So the chat is making me put my thing, and you guys are going to I'll do it right here so you guys can see it. It's right underneath Scoob here. So do you need me to go over to any tabs or looking at this available player? Do you know who you want?
Can you go to the running back tab?
Yes.
All right. This works.
Okay. So I got my cue here. Dorian Sun is going to pick, and then we're going to have 30 seconds that we're going to count down. I will count down like from 5, 4, 3. I'm going to stop counting at 3. And when you see 1, you say the name, and I'm going to quickly see if I can get this pick in the queue.
Okay.
So this puts me more, you know how like a soccer goalie in a penalty kick situation just kind of has to guess? Mm-hmm. I feel like this new element makes me need to kind of guess here as opposed to actually reacting to what you're saying, but we shall see. Because I'm going to go straight for a name. 3, 2.
AJ Dillon.
Yeah. Yes. So that's who I thought you were going to say because you're a Packers guy, right?
I was hoping you'd think that. I was hoping you would think that.
Whew, that was very close. My mouse got like stuck at one point and I really panicked. I didn't think I had it, but these nimble fingers are back, baby.
Whew. In a second, too. I mean, that's twirl the guns and put them in the holster.
Oh, baby. All right. I feel good. I feel like I've redeemed myself after the TJ Hawkinson thing. I did avoid you having to get Richard Rodgers. I will say, Scoob, this is a pretty good team. Trevor Lawrence at quarterback, Bijan, Miles Sanders, and A.J. Dillon, all of them after ADP. Nice values here. Wide receivers, Olave, Calvin Ridley, Drake London, Cortland Sutton, and 2 nice tight ends, TJ Hawkinson and David Njoku. This is incredible.
It's a very good team. I'm a fan of this team. I'm a fan of. Do you like catching the falling knife, as they say?
Yeah,
I love doing that.
Here, it's all about how you frame that, right? Because falling knife sounds like a pejorative. I call it value hounding, Scoob. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's supposed to be a good thing. We're scooping up that value. It's not a knife. It's value. They're gifting us this.
It's a little truffle in the dirt.
The chat already wants to find ways to make this harder. Hey, I think Scoob and I were in line, and this is why getting to know your guests, know he's a Packers fan. I know you probably, AJ Dillon, if he wasn't on the Packers, I know you would want to smoke weed with him too. So that's kind of where I was going with that.
He is the mayor of Door County.
What is that of what county?
Door County, it's like the small town I think he lives in up north.
Okay.
And he's very well known around there.
Because Green Bay is a infamously small town. Like, do most of the players live pretty far away from the town?
I'd imagine. I doubt they live in actual Green Bay. I feel like they'd probably get to like the Door County spots, like just a little bit outside of the area. I've only been to Green Bay one time, so.
What part of Wisconsin are you in?
I'm in Milwaukee.
Okay. And have you been there your whole life?
Yeah. Yep.
And
Born and bred.
Do you, and no intention of leaving? You love it there?
Yeah, no intention of leaving, but Rudman and my boss Tim, they're always trying to get me to. They're always being like, "Hey, would you move this place if we do this thing?" You know. So I'm always like, I'll do it, you know. But
I assume that thing would be getting the band together for a live studio podcast.
There's a couple ideas floating that was talked about. There's another thing floating. I can't spoil it. That was a brand new idea.
Okay. I'm always jealous of it because I started doing all of my broadcasting like post COVID. Like that's what got me just on the computer and stuff. And I had done a bunch of live like comedy and stuff before COVID. And I do miss that element of getting to do things in person with people. It's always very fun.
Yeah, I've never podcasted IRL. That is on my bucket list. I want to see how that is.
Let's get the Trill Withers show on the road. I'd attend a taping of that. All right. This is called the main event. Put the lowest ADP rater in the queue. Scoob does his best Bruce Buffer pre-match introduction for Pete's bout with Vegas Dave. I assume you're familiar with Vegas Dave.
Oh yeah, I love Vegas Dave.
Yeah. In Vegas Dave's hometown, if chat bets on Pete as a result, Pete makes the next pick. So Scoob does his best Bruce Buffer pre-match introduction for my big bout with Vegas Dave, but I do need to put in the lowest rater ADP here. DJ Turner. Never heard of him. Poor guy. So you got a few picks here to get warmed up. Talk us through the mentality here. How you feeling about this match, me and Vegas Dave?
Feeling good. I think you got the range advantage. For sure. Okay.
Yeah. I get because Vegas Dave's what? I mean, he's probably coming in at like 5'8", 5'7",
5'5", 5'6".
Okay,
this hometown's Las Vegas, right? It is Las Vegas, right?
I mean, at this point, Vegas Dave and in Vegas are synonymous. So I assume where are we at? Are we at the T-Mobile Center?
I think we'll be at the T-Mobile Center. I don't think they'll put you guys at the Apex.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm getting ready for it. I'm coming out with my walkout music. Vegas Dave is coming out with his handbags. That is part of his walkout here. If you need to know anything about me, 6'1" from Denver, Colorado, now based out of Boston, Massachusetts. I think you're ready to go here. Introduce me, baby.
All right. It's time for your 5-round main event at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. In the red corner is Pete, the Value Hound Overzet.
Oh!
And his opponent in the blue corner is Vegas, Little Guy Dave. Boo!
Boo. We hit him with the too small. He's done. Thank you, Mr. Buffer, for that introduction. First round TKO by Overzet. You are on the clock. You don't have to take DJ Turner, Dak Prescott, Damian Harris, Eli Mitchell, McKinnon, Rodgers, Jamal Williams, Van Jefferson. Who do you like?
Give me Van Jefferson.
Let's do it. Van, the man. No DJ Turner. Come on down, Van Jefferson. And we are going to spin quickly because we are on the turn here. This is going to be our 12th pick, almost 2/3 of the way done with Scoob's team. And we got some more UFC here. Looks like it's going to be a trivia. UFC Knowledge. This is how you get prepped for your show tomorrow. Scoob must name 5 current UFC weight class champions, men or women. If he fails, take a player under 6 feet tall. Can you give us some UFC champs here?
We got John Jones, Aljamain Sterling,
Yep.
Leon Edwards,
Yep.
Islam Makhachev,
Yep.
and Alexa Grasso.
Dude, too easy. Too easy. You got 'em.
I got a little nervous there at the end.
The other two that I recognize as a casual fan, Izzy Adesanya
Oh yeah.
and Weili Zhang. I always just remember her from that epic. What was the 5-round fight with the girl like a couple Januaries ago? I think it was.
Was that Andrade she went up against? I know, no, it wasn't. Maybe it was Rose.
It was like
actually might
one
have
of the
been.
best UFC fights I've ever seen. It was Weili Zhang, and I'm blanking on the other name. She was an Eastern European girl. Anyways, you're up on the clock. Eli
Joanna
Mitchell.
Andrzejczyk.
Yes.
That's who.
Eli Mitchell, McKinnon, Goff, Dalton Kincaid, Russell Wilson, Jalen Warren, Tank Bigsby, Adam Thielen. Quick.
Jalen Warren.
Got it. I like Jalen Warren, have been drafting him a lot. Who are some of the your other favorite players? Are you drafting your Packers, or are you one of those people who is like, I don't want to be both financially and emotionally tied to a team?
I don't draft Packers. I try to stay away unless if it's like Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon. I'll draft the running backs. I'm not really drafting the wide receivers because I don't know what to expect from them this year. Who knows what Jordan Love's going to do? I like the guy. I'm excited for the guy. I don't know if he can throw the ball. I don't know.
Yeah. It's funny because, last week I had Jake Trowbridge on from Fantasy Life, and he is a Wisconsin and Packers guy. So I somehow with my programming ended up with back-to-back Packers fans. I've been drafting a lot of Packers. I like them. Where are you at on? Because I feel like a decision people have in fantasy is everyone knows Christian Watson's going to be good, but they don't know what to do with, is it going to be Romeo Doubs or is it going to be the rookie Jalen Reed? Do you have a dog in that race?
I feel like I got to go with the experience. You know, the guy that's he's been on the field. He's got that. Our vets are been in the league for 2 years, so it's hard to say the experience there. But until I see how the first year guy looks on the field, you can't really know how he plays with the pro game. So, but I liked Dobbs, can't remember how to pronounce it, and Watson last year. They both were really good. So
yeah,
I think we're gonna be fine. People been clowning me all year because I've been like, no, let Rodgers go, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So time to meet my maker.
I'm of that belief too. And like also you had that game, Love came in last year, immediately threw that touchdown bomb to Christian Watson. It's like, it's going to be all right here. And you still got good running backs. You actually, continue to add some talent with the rookie tight ends there too. I think there's room for optimism in Cheesehead land.
And people forget that Jordan Love out quarterback Patrick Mahomes when they played each other. People forget that.
What is that? Is that a college take?
No, they played in the pros, and Patrick Mahomes had less yards than him.
Oh, okay.
I don't think either of them threw a touchdown that day.
All right. This prompt is more on me. I saw this one come on. Great investment opportunity. Pete must sell Scoob on why he should purchase an NFT on UFCstrike.com. If Scoob is convinced, take whoever. If not, draft Adam Thielen. First of all, are you familiar with the NFTs on UFC Strike?
Oh, I'm aware of UFC Strike. I might have had some NBA Top Shots. I might have had some of those.
All right. Here's what I want to tell you, Scoob. So you're a smart guy. You got your hands in a lot of pies. You're doing content. You got this incredible Twitter personality. There's going to be lots of monetization options for you out there, but you need to diversify your portfolio. I can't have all your eggs in one basket. I have no idea what you're doing with your money. If you got it in index funds, who knows what you're doing? Maybe you're just buying like vanity chips at the corner store all the time. I'm telling you right now, you need to get your money in a hard asset. And what better market to dive into than one you know intimately? You are making content on the UFC. I go on UFC Strike. I have no clue who these guys are. I had to ask you who Weili Zhang fought the other day. You go on here and you run circles around these clueless NFT heads who just like pixelated photos of animals. No, you know this market. You go in, you corner the best fighters, the ones whose stock is going to rise in the coming months, and then you profit and you're emotionless about it. You do not have any ties to these fighters. You sell the cards for a profit. You come out ahead and you buy more SpongeBob ice cream cones.
I mean, that's a hard sell. I might be enticed. I mean, when you said do it emotionlessly and it's just about the money, I mean, That's a good sell right there.
Did I convince you, or do you have to draft Adam Thielen?
You can take whoever you want here. It's up to you, my friend.
Okay. Well, one of my favorite players in the draft who I take all the time was at the top of the queue. So I took rookie running back on the Saints, Kendre Miller for you.
like him.
We do need to spin right here, but then I actually do want to hear your take on sports NFTs. I tried my best. I did. I will see if the chat says I did it. Tried to do at least a convincing job there, but it's a tough sell.
I think that's a convincing sell to someone that's willing to buy them.
Yeah. Okay. Dick's out for. The chat gives Pete and Scoob each an NFL team that they have to tweet Dick's out for. So it could be Dick's out for Packers, Dick's out for Broncos. Whoever gets to 20 likes first gets to pick a player from that team. All right, chat. The first team I see, Scoob, and then the first team I see for me, we are going to tweet out here. Dick's out for... Let's see here. All right. You get Dick's out for Texans, and I get Dick's out for Bears.
Dick's out for the Texans.
All right. Let's get I got to get these. I'm going to get 2 tabs going here. Did you get your tweet fired?
I've got my tweet fired. It's fired.
Okay. You're probably going to do better than me. Actually, why did I just click my own? Here we go. All right. You're at 2. This is going to be sad when neither of us get there. All right, I'm to 5. I should have set this bar lower. We're 2 picks away here, 1 pick away. I'm at 5. Dick's out for Bears. Dick's out for Texans. Up to 7. Oh no, Jumanji. Oh, I tie the lead at 7. Can either of us get to 20 here? Can either of us? Let me boost this here. 7 likes on Dick's out for Texans. This is a sweat. This is a big sweat here. I'm up to 8.
Oh no, he's pulling ahead of me. Oh no, I'm up to 8. Oh, I got a quote tweet.
You got the quote tweet.
I got a quote tweet.
I'm up to 9.
I can't even see who did the quote tweet. Who did the quote tweet?
Okay, you get to. I know I couldn't see it. I'm up to 9.
Okay, I'm 10. I crossed 10.
Okay, you get to make it. You're ahead of me. 11. Which Texan do you want? You can pick John Mechie, CJ Stroud, Robert Woods.
CJ Stroud.
Dick's out for Texans. It's CJ Stroud, baby. Oh my God.
Yeah, someone quote tweeted to the TWS community and put me over the edge there.
Oh, there you go. Impressive. Dick's out for Bears. Dick's out for the Texans. I love it. If we had more time, I do think getting the photos of us, like you getting like a Texans hat on and me having a Bears would have really sold that. Incredible. What is your this is like when they ask you where do you get your ideas? What is your do you have a people you run by tweets? Do you crowdsource things? Do you like fire off a take on the show and then you're like, oh, that would make a good tweet? How does the sausage get made over on that account?
I got my own Discord with people who used to watch my Twitch streams and all that, my close confidants. So I'll hang out in there, and things that get said in there will find their way onto the timeline. But it's mostly just what's in all this old noggin right here.
What did you used to do on your Twitch streams? What was kind of like the format of the shows?
I would usually watch like bare knuckle boxing, stuff like that. I was watching a lot of stuff people don't really want to watch, like cringe stuff, like people doing reviews of Disney cruises and stuff like that. And just critiquing those, seeing what they say. And then video games, just the basics.
And do you do any solo streams anymore? Or you doing full Trill Withers stuff as your main thing?
Full Trill Withers, 2 to Tango, just that. Once NFL comes back around, I do like a Sunday before the lock hour-ish with my buddies, but just really doing the underdog umbrella stuff these days.
Love it. Well, it's a good place to be. Has been super excited to see how much Underdog's built out all of their programming and all the variety of it as well. So can't go wrong there. I believe this prompt already came up. I might have to spin here. I forgot to remove it. Yes, we will not make you do ESPN prompts anymore. Spinning the wheel on the randomizer draft with Scoob, aka Most Crucified, aka Sexual Jumanji, aka Dick's out for the Texans. Pinocchio Grab your puppet and perform a ventriloquist knock-knock joke that makes Pete laugh. If you can't make him laugh, draft Brax embarrassed. Do you have your puppet nearby?
Puppet's right here. Got the puppet right here. Do I have a knock-knock joke is the question.
That is the question.
Okay. All right, I got one. Okay, I think I got one.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm an easy laugh. I'm a good audience.
It's not a good one. All right.
Who's there?
Uriah.
Uriah who?
Keep your eye on the ball.
Okay, all right, you're right. I feel like that needed like someone throwing a ball at me, and doing like a little pratfall after that. I chuckled. I did. I mean, tell me about this puppet. How long has this been a part of your life?
About a year now, I think. Right. I went to the Vent Haven Ventriloquist Convention in Kentucky, for a video for the TWS. Interviewed a ventriloquist, talked to ventriloquists, saw Jeff Dunham, and bought this puppet for the ride home.
Incredible. I mean, that's the best kind of souvenir right there. And now you got it as a piece of set design. You get to pick whoever you want. I laughed. Derek Carr, Matthew Stafford, Raheem Mostert, Juwan Johnson, Paris Campbell, Bryce Young. If there's any other positions you want me to look at, let me know.
Give me Paris Campbell.
Paris Campbell. All right. I've been drafting other Giants wide receivers, but he's been a popular guy. Really good reports of him out of training camp.
Yeah, and I'm the kind of guy, maybe I buy a little too much into the training camp reports and all that, but heard good things about him. And he's one of those guys where his only issue is he can't stay on the field. He gets injured.
Yeah.
If he puts a full year together, it's good to be involved.
All right. Our next prompt, 2 to Tango, the aforementioned new show coming from Scoob on Underdog. Pretend Underdog replaced Josh Norris with you on their TV spots. Norris doing all these commercials to promote your new MMA show. You get 24 seconds about standard for a commercial to get people to watch. Scoob, I'm going to count you down here. You are on the air in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action.
What's up, people? It's time for 2 to Tango, brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, talking about MMA with Matt, the Steamroller Frivola, ranked UFC fighter, coming at you live on YouTube every day, 1 p.m. Eastern Central, 2 p.m. Oh, I messed up the times. I'm kicked off TV. I've been kicked off the television. They just kicked me off. I just got fired from this commercial. Norris will be back tomorrow.
This is the thing here over at this network. We can only do one take. It's really expensive film these days, and we are stuck with that. So the chat needs to know. What was the prompt? You have 24 seconds to get people to watch. There wasn't even a punishment. The chat gets to tell you who you have to pick.
Yeah, chat, you guys can choose.
Chat, who should Scoob have to pay? I mean, Scoob, you bailed so quickly after one mistake. You're like, I'm not gonna try to fix this. I'm just gonna hold up the L.
That is how almost everything we do does. Oh, Zeke. They said Zeke. Oh my god.
There it is. Zeke is the punishment there. I thought you were gonna try to like recover and be like, oh no, 4 p.m. If you're just like, nope, I'm eating it. I can't put this on the air.
My brain, I'm the kind of brain that where something goes wrong when I'm recording something like that, I'm out. I'm instantly out. I gotta restart. I can't. My brain will not let me recover from that. Everything. It was very funny. We like recorded this like little prepared thing with Matt ahead of time. It took us like 20 takes because we just kept fucking it up. He'd do it right, and then I'd fuck it up. He'd fuck it up, and I'd do it right. It was very funny.
That it's a rite of passage too, because it's so funny how that works. Because I have that too, where a bunch of my content is just live, and there's no safety net. You're not redoing it, and you just power through it. But then if I am doing a pre-recorded thing like a short and it's scripted, or I have bullet points, it can.
You don't know what to do.
Yeah, you're like, it's like, I'd just rather not have a script. I would rather just improvise than have to, because if I miss one thing that I have on my script, I'm gonna be like, screw it, I got to start over. I messed it up.
Yep. And it's like, why can't you just record me for an hour and then you cut something out of that hour and that'll be the promo? We would just do that. That's a lot easier.
So what's the format of 2 to Tango going to be, the show?
So yeah, we're gonna be doing a recap of the previous UFC card. We're gonna do a forward cap of the next one. We're gonna be doing interviews with fighters. I already got some companies reaching out asking us to interview their fighters for their matches
Nice.
coming up. So yeah, we're gonna be doing all that. We got all the MMA drama. There's a guy that moved to Thailand to train MMA, and he keeps tagging fighters saying, "I'm a lawyer training MMA in Thailand." He doesn't go anywhere further with it. He just keeps saying that to them. Don't know why.
That's so good. I accidentally clicked off the prompt, but I will read it here for everyone. It's the name game. Name 5 of Charles Barkley's nicknames that are on Pro Basketball Reference before your next pick. If unable, choose Matt Barkley. Can you give us some nickname? And what's your backstory with Charles Barkley? Do you guys have a history?
Yeah, we just did a TWS video on the history of Charles Barkley, his career.
Yeah. So I assume you got a few of these nicknames off the top of your head. Can you get to 5?
I hope so. Okay. The Wide Load from Leeds.
Yes.
Food World.
Yeah, which is a crazy nickname.
Dude, Boy Gorge. That's just evil. Is it the round mound of rebound? Is that one of them?
Let me see. The round mound of rebound is one of them. That's 4. You just need one more.
Is Goodyear Blimp or Good Time Blimp? Is that one of them?
Yes, the Good Time Blimp. You got it. You got it. The other ones here, we'll make your pick and then we will go check Pro Football Reference. So you don't have to take Matt Barkley. You have a 2-6-6-2 build going here. Lawrence and Stroud at quarterback. What position do you want to look at here?
Give me what are our buys for our tight ends?
13 and 5. You're a bye week, bro. All right.
Give me Mike Gesicki. All
right, let's get it. Let's do it. Actually, we'll save the Barkley Pro Football Reference or Pro Basketball Reference. There's some other funny ones there because we need to spin for our final prompt. Another prompt that I forgot to remove. I'm going to remove and spin again. We got a couple fun prompts here left. Let's see here. Fantasy karaoke. Sing Always Be My Baby like Mariah Carey or draft a Packer. What's the backstory on Always Be My Baby?
I don't have a backstory there. I think my friend just threw that in there. I don't know that song at all.
Okay. Do you know any?
Should I pull up the lyrics? I could pull up the lyrics.
What if I go to YouTube and see if I can find a karaoke track?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Chuck's nicknames they're mean. They're just downright. They're mean to Chuck.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Let me see if I can get this pulled up and tell me if you can hear this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, yeah. Hey, yeah. Oh, wait, it's not there yet. Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah. Shoo-doo-doo-doo. Shoo, yeah. Doo-doo-doo. Oh. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Hey, yeah. Shoo. What is this? Baby. What's the song? We were as one, babe, for a moment in time, and it seemed everlasting that you would always be mine. Now you wanna be free, so I let you fly. 'Cause I know in my heart, babe, our love will never die.
You will always be part of me. I'm part of you, definitely.
Don't you know you can't escape me? Oh, darling, 'cause you'll always be my baby.
And seed. And I'll just admit it. So you were just dropping bars so hard that the pick went by, and I decided to give you Tucker Kraft, a fourth tight end, but a Green Bay Packer, as a gift to you for such beautiful singing.
Thank you, thank you. I love a good Tucker Kraft pick, late window.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do, I don't often take Tucker Kraft, but when I do, it's in 4 tight end builds. Incredible performance tonight on the randomizer, Scoob. Let's recap this team here for the audio listeners. 2 quarterbacks, Trevor Lawrence and CJ Stroud. Running back, Bijan Robinson, Miles Sanders, who people forget does play the Jags in week 17. AJ Dillon, don't get on the reefer. Stay on the clean there, buddy. Jalen Warren, Kendre Miller, and Zeke Elliott. Wide receivers, Chris Olave, Calvin Ridley, Drake, hat tip Trill for that pick, London, Cortland Sutton, Van Jefferson, Paris Campbell. Tight ends, TJ Hawkinson, I owe the chat, push-ups. Tight end, David Njoku, Mike Gesicki, and Tucker Kraft. How do you feel about this squad, Scoob?
I don't even hate that team. I wouldn't have picked Zeke. I would have gone with the wide receiver over Zeke, but that's a good team there. That's a pretty decent team.
Decent team, and as the chat says, effort always wins on the randomizer. People throwing E-Flowers on stage. Wow. It's just, even House Mix Play says you went from a main singer to a backdrop singer without any heads up of a transition. Just beautiful on your feet performance there. Scoob, you said you got a Trill Withers show tonight?
Yeah, we got a Trill Withers show tonight, 7:30 Eastern. Stay on top of Tyler I Am on Twitter, Most Crucified on Twitter. We tweet out the links. Yeah, and then 2 to Tango is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, very excited for it. Thank you so much for having me on. This was awesome.
You crushed it. I did just check in on our Dicks Out Twitter prompt. You're up to 17 likes, and I stalled out at 12. I do have a little bit of better engagement. I got a few more replies than you did, but you won the like war.
I mean, the repliers showing up though. That's everything.
I know it is. It's really good to bring people. Well, these days, like I don't know. I'm not much of a shit poster on there anymore. I'm just kind of like one of those boring dudes that just promotes their stuff and doesn't spend too much time on the Bird app. So I think my followers got a real tweet tonight. They're like, "Oh, Pete normally just shares links, and then it's dicks out for the Bears." So you got to balance the range.
Yeah, they really show up for those.
So be sure to check out obviously the Trill Withers show and the new show 2 to Tango debuting tomorrow, right? That's the first one.
Yep, first one live tomorrow.
Awesome. Check that out. I dropped the link down below. I will also include it in the show notes. Make sure you guys are subbed. Let's get those guys over 100. What are we at here? It was 25 when I refreshed. What are we up to? 32. I'm dropping it down in here. I swear to God, if we're not at least to 50, there's 70 people watching right now. Get this show up to at least 50 subscribers. We got to get the 2 to Tango steam rolling. Appreciate all of you guys hanging out in the chat tonight. Great prompts, great performance by Scoob. As far as for me, I did do a podcast today with Patrick Laird, Tampa Bay Bucks running back, and Davis Maddock. That's going to post tomorrow morning. He gave a little alpha about the Tampa Bay Bucks running backs and the quarterback competition. So you can tune in for that. And then we'll be back next Thursday, probably back to our normal time at 8 p.m. Eastern. Appreciate you guys all accommodating the early start tonight. Thank you to Fantasy Life and Underdog, our sponsors here. Hope you guys all have a great weekend. If I don't see you, for Scoob, I'm Pete. Peace.